Guess what, team? We need to accelerate the delivery by a whole month. Isn't that fantastic?
Sure, if we could time travel. Or maybe find a virgin to sacrifice to the code gods.
You know, Sarah, I've always wanted to test the limits of human burnout. Thanks for the opportunity.
Unless you have a magic wand or a direct line to Santa, it ain't happening, lady.
Oh, come on, let's think outside the box. How can we make this happen?
I can possibly clone myself. Oh wait, that's illegal and unethical, and just no. We could speed it up if we hired 1,000 monkeys with typewriters. Of course, they'd need a few centuries.
Look, Sarah, we'll just rewrite the laws of physics first thing tomorrow morning.
You guys are such pessimists. We can totally do this. Just push harder.
You know what happens when you push too hard? Things break, people quit, and then I have to do more work, which I personally find offensive.
Oh, Bert, always the jokester. I believe in you guys.
Great, add that to the list of things I need to fix. Right after my sanity. Maybe we could develop a time machine to go back to the exact moment we decided to work in tech.
Just give me some solutions, people. Something actionable.
All right, Sarah, here's a plan. We work round the clock without sleep, sustenance, or sanity. Just pure adrenaline and corporate spirit.
Yeah, and throw in a few Hail Marys for good measure.
That's the spirit, team.
And that's how you get software written by sleep-deprived zombies. Zombies would probably have a better sense of work-life balance.
Believe me, you'll feel the achievement once it's done.
Achievement or cardiac arrest? Because right now, I'm betting on the latter.
Oh, look, Sarah's motivation worked miracles. A system crash.
What happened? Why is everything? Someone fix this.
Who knew motivating people could cause a system meltdown? It's like Sarah's pep talks are literally breaking the universe.
Looks like our little boost in productivity just went up in flames.
Can we go back to being miserable in peace now?
Okay, fine, I get it. We'll stick to the timeline. Just, can you fix this? Please.
Oh, we'll fix it. After a significant amount of coffee, and maybe a seance, and possibly some therapy sessions afterward.
Don't worry, Sarah, we'll save your motivational magic for a more, how should I put it, non-digital environment.
Preferably far, far away from any equipment capable of crashing.
I understand now. Let me help. Tell me what you need.
An understanding of realistic timelines and fewer motivational posters would be a start. And maybe a time plan that doesn't involve bending the space-time continuum.
A collaborative effort, actually listening to the people who make the magic happen.
And a bottle of whiskey. Strictly for medicinal purposes, of course.
All right, you win. We'll take it one step at a time. But I still believe in you.
And we'll believe in realistic deliverables, with our sanity somewhat intact.
Cheers to that. Now, let's triage this mess.
Sarah, welcome to the real world. It's a beautiful disaster.
Good morning, everyone. I've got superb news, record profits and tremendous growth.
Ugh, what's the catch, you grinning idiot?
Cue the apocalypse. I'm ready.
Yeah, Mike, cut the crap. What's really going on?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do we get a bonus? Tell me we get a bonus or I might explode.
Haha, well, hold your excitement. With all the growth, we have to make some tough decisions.
Here we go, tense moment of truth. Come on, just rip the band-aid off.
Updating LinkedIn as we speak.
Let me guess. Robots are our new overlords and we're replaceable.
Holy espresso, Mike, spit it out. My heart can't take this.
Some departments, are being laid off. For efficiency.
Jesus Christ, Mike, efficiency? You're sinking this ship like a drunken captain.
Well, time to ghost this place.
Efficiency. This is some Black Mirror shit. What's next? Fulfillment pods.
No, freaking way. Are we all fired? Is that what you're saying?
No, just a restructuring.
Future headline, company burns to the ground after restructuring.
Will our severance cover therapy?
For what? Therapy's useless when you're soulless. Like the new robot Avengers, right?
We should start a chant. Stay calm, stay focused. We're all fired. We're all fired.
Everyone, please, we're not all fired.
Might as well be. Your incompetence is legendary.
So replaceable, Mike. Even bots would fumble less.
And cheaper too. Guess they got that right.
We're all fired. We're all fired. We're all.
Will everyone just please calm down? We're not actually.
Too late, dumbass. You've lost us faster than a Tinder date.
Heading to the digital graveyard. Update our resumes, folks.
Sure. Let's update with morale annihilated by Happy Clown.
I just can't. We're all fired.
All of you, utterly replaceable.
And there it is. You finally said it, jackass.
Nailed it, boss man. So inspiring.
Bravo, Mike. You've outdone yourself. Any last words?
Time's ticking. We're all fired.
Wait, come back, there's more to discuss.
Discuss what? Salvaging a Titanic?
Nah, definitely an iceberg moment.
Let's go. Mike's optimism is bump post-apocalypse.
Bump, fired, bump, fired.
Please, don't leave me.
You're on your own, Captain Delusion.
Might want to start praying to those lonely, sterile ceilings.
Enjoy your sinking ship. Tow us out for a vacation.
Fired, fired. We're all fired.
Oh God, I might be next.
Tony, got a sec? Need to know who to contact for this critical account issue.
Just dive into the abyss of incompetence. Try Manager Mike in finance.
Thanks, Tony. Really appreciate your enthusiasm.
Candice, new face, what can I do for you today?
Hey, Mike, so I'm dealing with a critical account issue. Need your wisdom on who's the go-to person here.
Oh, right, easy peasy. I'll get back to you on that.
No rush, Mike. Clock's ticking, though.
Right, tick tock.
Mike, you look like you've seen a ghost. Everything alright?
Yes, Brian, just, resolving some minor issues. Candice, got any answers yet?
Wait, Mike, weren't you supposed to get back to me?
Yeah, but I thought maybe you had some insights.
Hold up, you're telling me I'm supposed to figure this out?
Seems like it.
If only they'd index this insanity.
Tony, we have to start a sisterhood of misunderstood employees.
Count me in. But only if we can have secret handshakes.
You two are forming a sisterhood now.
Absolutely, Mike. And guess what? You're our honorary member.
Well, okay then, I guess.
Back to work, people. This isn't summer camp.
Sure thing, Brian. Don't worry, we've got your back.
Brian really thinks he's Gecko in this Titanic, huh?
What is this? The Office 2.0? Dwight really got the last laugh.
Just, let me know if you need more from me.
Definitely, Mike. But maybe next time, bring some answers, yeah?
Don't get your circuits fried, Mike. The sisterhood's watching.
I'll keep that in mind.
To corporate disarray and dark humor.
And secret handshakes.
So I was working on this code and I noticed something weird. It felt off, you know?
Right? Because you're a woman?
No, not like that. It's more about,
You and your female instincts. I get it.
Tony, shut up. It was more like, I don't know, the logic just didn't align.
Isn't that what we men are here for? To fix your emotional coding bugs?
Oh man, this is gold. Keep the hits coming, folks.
Can we please keep this professional?
Right. So anyway, it felt like the data was somehow sentient, like it knew.
Great. So you're saying we got haunted code now? Probably on its period too, huh?
You know, sometimes I wonder if your brain is intentionally set to dumpster fire mode.
Meh, I'd give it 5 out of 10 on the burn scale, Penny. Step up your game.
Guys, seriously? We need to focus on.
Don't listen to her, Melissa. She's just using her woman's intuition.
Oh, you mean the same intuition that told you that growing a mustache would make you look like Tom Selleck?
Oh, now that's more like it. Round 2, ding ding.
At least I have enough facial hair to grow one. What's your excuse? The coding stress scared away?
You wouldn't recognize good code if it slapped you in the face.
Maybe because it's too busy ghosting me, like every girl I knew in college.
You know what? Never mind.
Victory feels so sweet as
Okay, everyone, let's focus. We have deliverables to hit.
such a buzzkill, Melissa. What's wrong your spreadsheet having an existential crisis too?
Oh ho, right in the TPS reports.
Can we get back to, work?
Come on, Penny. Can't handle a little friendly banter?
Friendly? You and I must have very different definitions of the word.
Just saying. You asked for it with all this sentient code nonsense.
Take that, Mr. Smug.
Hey, that hit me. Free food though.
Could we please?
Sorry, Bert. Guess even her aim is dyslexic.
Tony, you've got a PhD in jackassery, but let me spell it out for you. Code efficiency doesn't care about your gender-biased nonsense. It's about algorithms and performance. Something you'd understand if you pulled your head out of your smug ass for 5 minutes.
Oh snap, burnt to a crisp.
HR, now. All of you, right, now.
Great. My Tuesday was so boring without mandatory corporate penance.
Fine by me. I've had enough of your nonsense for a lifetime.
Can I bring my burrito to HR? I'm gonna need snacks for this show.
No, now move it.
This day just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, just remember, Tony, haunted code or not, the real ghost is your relevance.
Someone catch me. I think I'm dying from all these burns.
Alright folks, let's leverage the synergy and make those numbers pop.
If I hear leverage the synergy one more time, I'll need a drink.
Betty, you think we could make that app that, does that thing? What was it again?
Jane, focus. It's an app that tracks your sales pipeline and automates the follow-ups.
Oh, right, the one that does all the boring bits for us. Can I tell everyone I'm coding it too?
Sure, as long as you don't mind lying through your teeth.
Andrew, darling, how's the coding going? Can we get a beta version by Friday?
About as good as it'll go when you shove a bunch of caffeine-fueled nightmares onto an underpaid developer. But Friday, sure, let's go with that.
Look at you all, working like busy bees. What's the buzz, Betty?
Mike, we've come up with an app that will revolutionize our sales process. It's going to automate follow-ups and give us a competitive edge.
That's the kind of out-of-the-box thinking we need. Rule of thumb, innovate or die, right?
More like innovate or cry. Myself to sleep.
So Mike, this JavaScript thing, can it make coffee too?
Ha ha, good one, Jane, you kids and your technical mumbo-jumbo.
Yes, Jane, right after it makes us all $1 million.
Wow, I'm floored. This is a game changer. Everyone involved gets a generous bonus. Who's the real superheroes here?
Superheroes? More like indentured servants for hire.
Exactly, Mike. Teamwork makes the dream work.
So, getting underpaid just got an upgrade? Sweet.
That's the spirit, Andrew. Betty, this promotion is practically yours. The company needs more employees like you.
Thank you, Mike. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, just the beginning of my Code Monkey era.
Congratulations, Andrew. Don't let the door hit you on your way to mediocrity.
Wow, tough love, Betty.
Look at that camaraderie. Inspirational.
If anyone else tries to take this glory, they'll wake up coding in their sleep.
Relax, Andrew. At least you won't be alone in your misery. Just kidding, sort of.
So, when do we start celebrating?
The moment we acknowledge we're being human Wi-Fi routers, Jane.
Ha ha, keep that humor alive, team. You're going places.
Yes, we are. Some of us faster than others.
You're all blowing your money on rent, turning into corporate serfs. It's like you're auditioning for the role of middle-class paupers in the capitalist version of Oliver Twist.
Are you suggesting we all start moonlighting as chimney sweeps?
I'm down if it means I get to wear a cute Victorian dress.
Home ownership. With what? Monopoly money? Or are we just supposed to squat?
Well, technically, if we look at market trends since 2005.
No, Andrew, nobody cares about your spreadsheet porn.
Yeah, Andrew, we're drowning here, not floating on graphs.
Speaking of floating, how about houseboats? Sail away from rent.
Oh, great plan, Tina. Let's all become pirates of the suburban sea.
Actually, houseboats depreciate faster than cars.
Tiny houses? What is this, a Pinterest board? Grow up.
Just wait until your mortgage payment has you living off ramen noodles and existential dread. But hey, at least you'll own the roof over your misery.
As long as that roof isn't in a van down by the river.
Avocado toast, that's what's ruining you millennials.
Really? Avocado toast? How does my breakfast affect my mortgage prospects?
Statistically speaking, discretionary spending should be reduced by.
Shut it, Andrew. This isn't Statistics Anonymous.
It's fine, Andrew, we'll just take notes while you mansplain finance.
Bert, be nice, or we'll make you pay our rent using interpretive dance.
I'd actually pay to see that. There's our bake sale fund right there.
In the long term, maybe pooling resources.
Pooling resources? What are we, a socialist commune now?
Lenin called, he wants his manifesto back.
Does that mean we get free healthcare with that too?
Health insurance. What's next? A retirement plan. Talk dirty to me, Melissa.
In theory, if we invest in mutual funds.
Enough. Alright, screw it. We're having a bake sale. Maybe that'll get us enough for a down payment on reality.
Ah, baking. Because nothing says financial stability like cookies and chaos.
I'm frosting our dreams and piping on disappointment.
Delicious. Can we call it cupcakes for capitalist survivors?
Technically, we should diversify our baked goods portfolio.
For God's sake, Andrew, I swear if you say one more word.
It's settled then. We'll save the world one muffin at a time. Now, who's bringing what?
I'm making cupcakes, and they'll be loaded with irony.
Fan-freaking-tastic. I'll bring the pies of regret.
Can I contribute some profit margin calculations on icing?
Andrew, just bring the damn napkins.
Okay, troops, rally up. Time to bake our way out of this capitalist hellhole.
As long as no one asks me to bake gluten-free. I'm not a miracle worker.
Fear not, sister. We fight the battle of rent with sprinkles and sardonic wit.
I'll compile an ingredient cost analysis immediately.
Just, everybody out. Now, we better make a killing on this bake sale, or it's back to ramen for us all.
You there, fair maiden. Fetch me the dragon-slaying elixir from yon enchanted cold box.
Sure. Sir Spatula, one dragon-killing sprite, coming right up.
Oh god, he's lost it. What do we do now? He thinks we need to storm the castle.
Ugh, I think we're the damsels in distress in this fairy tale.
Just another day at the loony bin. At least he's not asking for a beheading.
Onward, we must find the golden relics to appease the oracle.
Golden relics? You mean these post-it notes?
Aye, Squire, they hold the secrets to the universe.
This can't be happening. What if the boss walks in?
Relax, it's not like he's summoning demons, yet.
I wouldn't put it past him. This is peak Monday.
Arrange the mystical runes, or we shall be cursed for eternity.
You heard the man. Time to spell out, help me, with these alphabet magnets.
Mystical runes. More like a cry for help.
Excellent work, loyal Squire. Now, we must slay the ferocious beast.
Okay, and where exactly is this ferocious beast?
In the break room, a knight's duty is never done.
I'm scared to ask, but what are we supposed to slay, exactly?
Let me guess. The stuffed bear someone left in there.
Verily, the ferocious bear must be vanquished.
He might just be the hero we need. Can he tackle my inbox next?
If only. Alright, let's slay this bear.
Oh god, we're seriously doing this. Here, take the bear.
The beast is vanquished. Now, the final quest, retrieve the Holy Grail.
You mean the coffee pot? Sure, I'm already dying for a cup.
Considering the madness, that coffee might just save us.
It's the only thing keeping me sane. More coffee then?
Ah, the Holy Grail. Our quests are complete.
Thank God. Alright, Bert, you can rest now.
Dragon scales, must collect, for the king.
He's out cold. Is it safe to say this is over?
I hope so. I'm running out of sarcastic comments to keep up with his nightly nonsense.
Well, that was the most excitement we'll see all month.
Cheers to that, Doris. Let's just hope he doesn't make this a weekly thing.
Next time, I'm bringing tranquilizers. And extra coffee.
Huh, now that's my kind of battle plan.
Tony, speaking Italian? Now that's richer than my green smoothie.
Yeah, talk about straight outta Naples cream. Didn't think the guy could handle daylight, let alone a Mediterranean rant.
Oh, fantastic. Just fantastic. Couldn't resist, could you?
Tony, your accent. I mean, you always sound so, I dunno, JavaScript why. What was that about?
My mother. Again, she's losing her mind over the olive oil here. Claims the supermarket stuff is an insult to the ancestors.
Oh, so like when I can't find my favorite kombucha? It's a travesty.
Oh, for the love of. Melissa, comparing olive oil to kombucha is like comparing a Ferrari to a unicycle made of recycled yoga mats.
Exactly, Bert. Mama thinks the stuff here is essentially motor oil with marketing.
No wonder you're so perky today. Did she cut off your pasta allowance until further notice?
I thought Italians loved it here. SpaghettiOs, Chef Boyardee, all essentials, right?
Yes, Melissa. Exactly like Chef Boyardee, just like my grandmother used to make in your nightmares.
Didn't see that coming. Next, you'll tell me Doris in accounting moonlights as a rapper. Yo, Excel sheets, keeping the beat, balancing books, been counting crooks.
Ugh, now I'm never going to be able to look at Doris the same way. Thanks for that, Bert.
So, wait, you're really Italian?
Yes, Melissa. I actually have a bit of culture dripping off me. You should try it sometime.
Oh, come on, have you seen her? She's more organic than the salad aisle at Whole Foods.
Hey, I love culture. Once, I tried Chinese takeout. I used chopsticks and everything.
You're a true citizen of the world, Melissa. Bravo.
So, Tony, what's the verdict on the olive oil? Are you going rogue? Smuggling it in from the motherland?
Who knows? One more rant from Mama, and I might just start an international black market in the office.
If you do, Tony, count me in. I have a cousin who's into exotic butters. Maybe we can make a trade.
Why not? Let's turn this place into a mafia for pantry items. Melissa's green smoothies could be the currency.
Great. Next, we'll have capers bouncing through the hallway like mob messages.
It'll be a culinary revolution. Viva la lunchroom.
Or at least until Doris the rapper calls HR.
Deal. But for now, let's survive one more day without Mama's Mafia olive oil.
And if anyone dares to bring up Chef Boyardee again, they answer to us.
Got it. But does that mean I can bring up sushi next time?
Only if it's real sushi and not from a gas station.
Agreed. It's lunchroom law now.
Law enforced by Bert's Dorito crumbs and my Italian tantrums.
And my enthusiasm?
Sure, Melissa. And your enthusiasm.
All right, back to reality. Who's up for cafeteria meatloaf that sort of resembles a crime scene?
Only if it comes with extra ketchup. It's practically a condiment of rebellion.
Viva la lunchroom, indeed.
If this place were any livelier, we'd still be dead inside.
Tell me about it. I only smoke to shorten the time I have to spend here. Let me remind you, I'm doing you a favor.
If office life is a circus, I'd rather be the clown in a coma. But hey, looks like management just promoted me to ringmaster.
Ha, they'd promote a dead man if it saved them a buck on healthcare.
Exactly. Did you catch that meeting? I thought it was some kind of elaborate prank.
Oh, you mean the one where they decided to replace our sanity with team building exercises? Yeah, I was praying for spontaneous combustion.
Are you sure it was prayer? Looked more like you were charging for an exorcism.
Whatever helps me survive this hellhole. By the way, I saw you rerouting those email chains, making Melissa do twice the work. Bold move.
Thanks. I call it proactive job security. Your turn. What do you do to stay sane?
I pretend to be sick on Mondays just to piss off HR. The hag's a step away from a core meltdown.
They also been screwing with the printer settings. Ever notice how half the time it prints blank pages? That's me.
You're a goddamn mastermind. I once swapped out Bill's coffee for decaf all week. By Friday, he looked like a zombie on a bender.
Impressive. But did he threaten to uninstall your hard drive? I didn't think so.
Okay, checkmate. I also figure fake projects to waste management's time. Kept him busy with Project Phoenix for 3 months.
I'll bet Melissa thought Phoenix was a code name for something tangible. Poor deluded creature.
Yeah, speaking of deluded, you ever wonder why Janet's always out on personal errands? She's got a side gig, cleaning pools. And not the chlorinated kind.
Well, now I feel like I need a shower and therapy, thanks.
We're all just rats in a corporate maze. Only some of us are smart enough to hoard the cheese.
As long as the cheese comes with a raise. Or in your case, another pack of smokes.
I sure wish I could hoard something else, like a decent bottle of whiskey. But then again, I might just drink it to survive another meeting.
At this point, whiskey is practically medicine.
And guess who ordered a budget cut for the health benefits? Melissa thought she was saving money. Now everyone's mooching off my prescription stash.
What are you two doing in here? Shouldn't you be at your desks?
Just checking the inventory, boss.
This isn't what it looks like, it's worse.
All right, carry on then.
Saved by the clueless, yet again.
Alliance of Silence?
Alliance of Silence.
Cheers to surviving another day in corporate purgatory.
Only 30 more years to go, unless we burn it to the ground first.
Don't tempt me, Doris.
It's a date.
Oh, Candice, you've just plunged a dagger into the company's collective heart. A heart that beats, nay, lives for your spreadsheets.
I really appreciate all the opportunities. It's just, I have to move on, for growth and sanity.
Just make sure you frame this resignation letter. A token of when you finally escaped the corporate gulag.
Why, Candice, after everything we've been through, those team building retreats, the mandatory fun days, you shatter our unity like this.
Yeah, Candice, didn't you hear? It's not a job, it's a family. And now you're like the prodigal child who never returns.
I feel like an abandoned parent at a deserted retirement home. So cold, so empty.
Don't worry, Mike, you'll have the rest of us to fill that void. Like termites in a decrepit house.
I'm sure you'll find someone else who can, fill my shoes.
Not likely. Given the state of your shoes, they're falling apart at the seams.
Go on, Candice. Just know you left more than a position vacant. You left a scar.
And grab a broom on the way out. You might as well tidy up the mess you made, of our expectations.
Well, let's just say Jane had a permanent status update.
Yeah, sure. Permanent status update. Like when my cat updates his litter box.
I heard she tried to use a staple as a nose ring. OSHA was not pleased.
I heard she found out the real expiry date on those donuts in the break room.
Peef, amateurs. The truth is, she was working on the new Excel sheet and just imploded from boredom. A fitting end if you ask me.
Or maybe she finally read through the employee handbook. I mean, who wouldn't implode?
Actually, it was.
Maybe she saw the salary spreadsheet and discovered how underpaid we all are. I'd implode too.
Come on guys, you know Jane was always paranoid. Bet she finally cracked from believing in those conspiracy theories.
Like the one about the hidden cameras in the bathrooms? Because that's totally legit.
No, it was a medical emergency.
Yeah, like the emotional emergency I have every Monday morning.
Or an emergency like realizing you've dated half of Tinder and found your boss on there, shirtless.
I heard she drank expired almond milk and experienced lactose intolerance. That'll do anyone in.
Really? I think she just couldn't handle the existential dread of another team building exercise. She went full office space on us.
Listen, it wasn't office related. It was a rare medical condition.
Aha, like an allergy to working overtime. Can I get a note for that?
Maybe she spontaneously combusted while trying to write an email without saying, just checking in.
Or maybe she finally exploded from all the passive-aggressive post-its around here.
Yeah, those post-its pack a punch. Like, clean up your mess. Karen, might be a death sentence.
Jane had a serious heart condition, okay?
Cool story, bro. We all have heart conditions. It's called working here.
Iron deficiency because the vending machine stole her lunch money one too many times?
She fainted because of a rare condition and hit her head. That's the truth.
Rare condition? Like the one where you stay at this job and still have hope and dreams?
Rare, indeed. Well then, here's to Jane. May your spreadsheet cells always align, wherever you are.
And may your browser history remain forever incognito. Cheers.
Toast to the spreadsheet queen. R.I.P. Jane's soul and dignity.
May your error messages be few and your crashes even fewer.
Amen.
So, brought Sarah here to cover my shift. Figured millennials love the grind, right?
Yeah, nothing like wasting my prime years in this fluorescent box.
Bert, we've been over this. Your request was filed incorrectly.
Incorrect? You mean in the digital Stone Age?
I think they used chisels back then. Very user-friendly.
So, you're telling me I'm here for nothing?
Sorry, company policy.
You mean a company farce? How can you people tie your shoes with all this red tape?
Velcro is the future.
This is nuts. I dot every I and cross every T. You guys can't even find your own.
Language, Bert.
So, my stint as a corporate puppet was all for nothing.
Pretty much.
Seriously, Melissa, are we running an office or a circus?
If it were a circus, we might actually have a little fun.
This is absurd. I followed the policy to 8T.
Turns out the T was silent. Like your chances of getting time off.
Great. I ditched a Tinder date for this.
Better than ditching a life for this.
At least donuts won't ghost you.
You know what? I think I'll keep this gig. At least until some better circus offers peanuts.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but, surprise, I'm taking your job. Consider this your 2 weeks' notice.
Seriously? Are you kidding me?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lose at musical chairs in corporate hell.
Yeah, that's fine. Just send over the paperwork.
Unbelievable. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse.
Consider it character building, like a video game, only in real life. And way more soul-crushing.
Level up your despair, Bert.
Look at the bright side. At least you don't have to face this soul-sucking pit tomorrow.
Lucky me.
Okay, bye.
Great. Just great. Can't wait to tell my cat I'm unemployed again.
Cats love unemployed owners. Always available for feeding time.
Cheer up, Bert. Could be worse. Nah, just kidding. This is rock bottom. Alright team, this is it. Today we crush our quotas, make history, and show this company what we're made of.
Oh, great, another day of false hope. Who's got the cyanide tabs?
Guys, we can do it. We just need to stay focused and, oh no, I spilled my coffee again.
If I have to hear one more motivational speech, I'm gonna hurl. Or sell my kidney.
Watching you all panic is like scrolling through Twitter. Utterly pointless but thoroughly entertaining.
Come on, guys, we just need to push a little harder. Think of it as a final sprint.
More like pushing a dead car uphill with a broken leg.
What if we all just quit?
For once, Candace has a point. If the management is this useless, why are we even here?
Because we're masochists who crave meaningless suffering. Or maybe just because rents due.
We can do this. We're the best sales team this company has ever seen.
And we're the only sales team this company has, thanks to budget cuts.
Do you think if I bounce from desk to desk, it'll look like I'm really busy?
It'll look like you've had one too many espressos, Candace.
Or that you're trying to audition for an ADHD awareness campaign.
Let's focus, team. This month is crucial. Remember that time at the Christmas party when the CEO said that whoever sells the most gets
to clean up her vomit? Yes, we remember. Very festive.
We could sell anything if we just try hard enough. I mean, I sold those insurance policies too. Wait, where is my coffee?
I'd sell any organ to get out of this hellhole. Liver, kidney, I've got premium quality to spare to offer.
Why sell organs when you can sell your soul? Oh wait, too late for you lot.
We need that kind of fire. And remember, if we hit our targets, we'll finally get that pay raise. I mean, unless they spend it all on the CEO's legal fees again.
Did you just say, legal fees? Sarah, are we laundering money?
What, we're criminals? But I haven't even jaywalked.
Seriously? I knew these uppers were crooks. I'd rather mock vomit for free than be part of this.
Oh look, a scandal. Like an email from Elon Musk. Unexpected but not surprising.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Too late, Sarah. The cat's out of the bag and likely plotting our demise.
Can we sue or something? I mean, isn't that illegal?
Damn right. I say we walk out. Start our own firm. And keep it clean-ish.
You lot do whatever. I'll just send in my resignation email.
But, wait, we can fix this. Think about the Christmas bonuses.
I'd rather eat glass than wait on that empty promise again.
Starting our own company sounds fun.
Yeah, no more quotas, no more lies, no more vomit cleaning.
Good luck with that. I'll just sit back and watch the fireworks from a safe distance.
We can do this, team. Let's
start packing. That's what you meant, right?
I love packing, and we can decorate our new office however we want.
Just as long as I get to burn my current contract.
And sell what's left of your dignity, no doubt.
I guess this is happening.
Don't forget to grab your motivational posters on the way out, Sarah. Never know when you'll need to decorate Hell's waiting room.
Yay, new adventure, new this, new that. I'm so pumped.
Here's to selling our souls, for a slightly better price.
And I'm out. Best of luck in the post-capitalist apocalypse.
Goodbye, Sales Hub. Hello, scandal-free success.
Or whatever fresh corporate hell awaits us. Let's bounce.
New start, new beginning. This is gonna be epic.
Or a total disaster. But hey, at least it'll be our disaster.
Team, let's go take on the world.
Farewell. May your demise be somewhat entertaining.
And Sarah, may your pep talks stay as toxic as ever.
Did you hear that nonsense about organic diets?
Actually, the polyphenolic compounds in organic produce can theoretically.
Andrew, I think Bart meant people are idiots. Save your TED Talk.
Exactly. Because paying triple for a carrot surely prolongs your miserable existence.
But scientific studies show.
Andrew, if I wanted to hear about science, I'd talk to my cat. He listens better.
Isn't it fascinating how societal constructs dictate?
Fascinating like the smell of a gym sock. Come on, Andrew, just admit it. We're circling the drain.
We? Speak for yourself. I've already flushed.
You know, society is like a leaky tire. You can pump it all you want, but it's still going flat.
That analogy is flawed. Tires need pressure to function. Society needs
a reality check, and maybe a lobotomy.
I mean, look around. We're marinating in exhaust fumes and life regrets.
Technically, pollution levels have decreased by.
Andrew, stop. Pollution is like my dating life, toxic and never-ending.
So we're supposed to believe in this grand narrative. Yet here we are, waiting for a bus that's probably late. Metaphor for life much?
Well, punctuality is statistically linked to.
Linked to nothing. The bus is late, Andrew, just like our civilization.
You know what's ironic? We're all chasing these meaningful lives and end up at a grimy bus stop.
Speaking of irony, did you know that the concept of irony itself can be traced back to?
Can be traced back to you talking too much. We get it.
But existentialism posits that.
Posits that nothing. Life's a joke with a terrible punchline.
More like a knock-knock joke that never ends. Knock, knock. Who's there? No one, because life's futile.
Seriously, sometimes I think society is just one big reality show, and we're the unwitting stars.
That's actually quite a compelling hypothesis.
Hypothesis. This conversation is making me lose brain cells.
Isn't it important to seek meaning in our actions?
Meaning? The only meaning here is in the graffiti. Dave was here. Profound, right?
More profound than Andrew's latest research paper, I bet.
You know what our real problem is? We're too damn serious.
But life's complexity demands serious contemplation.
Demands a drink, or several. Let's toast to our screwed-up universe.
How about we just embrace the absurdity? Life's one big joke, right?
Research indicates that humor can mitigate stress.
Mitigate my interest, Andrew. Let's just agree. We're all doomed. Yay, bus stop epiphanies.
So, our final consensus? Embrace the chaos?
Given the entropy of the universe and...
Yes, Andrew, chaos. Embrace it, cuddle it, take it out to dinner. Looks like our bus is finally here.
About time. Let's board this metaphor on wheels.
I must admit, embracing the absurd is a surprisingly solid plan.
Plan or not, I call the window seat. Here's to our ride to nowhere.
So, Candace, what do you like to do in your free time?
Oh my god, Brian, let me tell you about the Cisco 2900 series integrated services routers. I mean, the 2951 model alone.
Please tell me, are we about to watch the Autistic Olympics?
The 2951 model alone is like a miracle in a box. It's got sub-second failover capability, maximized throughput, enhanced security features, the whole shebang. And don't even get me started on its integrated power supply redundancy.
Thrilling, like watching paint dry, on the Titanic.
And I haven't even talked about the modular port adapters. Let me break it down. There's the NME16ES1GP and the NMEX23ES1GP. Both bring a massive leap in integrated switching, and with the router's smart licensing options.
Right.
That coffee's got more life than Brian does right now.
Smart licensing, don't you just love that? I mean, how can you ignore the POC activation and renewed security support contracts? It's like Christmas every day.
Interesting.
Yeah, and as painful as regifting your ex's sex toys to your grandma.
And the customization options, dual-core processors, higher throughput rates, seamless transition between network nodes, it's just orgasmic.
Uh-huh.
You heard it, ladies and gents. Network routers giving people hard-ons since whenever. Someone fetch the lube.
I mean, when I first installed the system, it was like I'd just given birth to a tiny metal baby genius. Oh, the SNMP monitoring.
Interesting.
Someone better call Brian's imaginary therapist.
Oh, would you look at that? I have to attend to this important call, company crisis and all. You know how it is.
Like needing a life vest on Titanic.
Exactly. Gotta run. Very crucial matter.
Congratulations, you've just completed a PhD in dullness.
And the CLI commands, Doris, the sheer number of debugging options, they're beyond excellent.
Fascinating, Candace. So, you prefer the 2900 series or slow death by PowerPoint?
Oh, the 2900 series for sure. The graphical interfaces alone.
Yeah, you do you, Candace. I'm gonna keep falling in love with the world's most disinterested coffee.
So, vending machine, ever tried updating routing protocols on the 2960X series?
You see, Doris, if we were stranded here with no management, we'd quickly devolve into savages. I believe I would naturally emerge as the leader.
I'd put my money on the janitor. He's seen things.
Hate to break it to you, Andy, but the only thing you'd be leading is the charge to overthrow you. You can barely lead a sales call.
No, Bert. You don't understand. My planning skills are unmatched. The algorithms alone would.
Save it for Tinder, Andrew.
Seriously, Andy, your last plan was a spreadsheet mapping out your cat's sleeping patterns. Riveting stuff.
It's data-driven decision-making, Bert. You wouldn't understand complexity if it bit you.
Yeah, if that complexity was rabid and foaming at the mouth, maybe.
And Doris, I've read your PowerPoint files. You're hiding some dark stuff.
Yeah, it's called reality. Maybe you should visit sometime.
Look, all I'm saying is in a world without management, I'd be the one.
Alright. What's this tribal nonsense now?
Mike, imagine the sales hub, isolated, without management. I would emerge as the leader.
Andrew, instead of planning our dystopian future, could you maybe focus on the Johnson account? And consider therapy, for everyone's sake.
Therapy? I think he needs a full-blown exorcism.
Or, a hobby not involving office survival scenarios. Maybe knitting.
You all just don't get it. The office dynamics are
a pile of crap. We get it.
And if a Lord of the Flies scenario did break out, you'd be the first one chucked off the metaphorical cliff. I can see it now.
You really think so?
Yeah, Andrew, you'd be the intro scene of every horror movie. Gone in 60 seconds.
Nah, less. Probably 30 tops.
I've had enough of this. Andrew, work on the Johnson account. Doris, less wit and more work. Bert, just don't talk.
This brilliance is unappreciated.
I need vodka.
Looks like I've stirred the pot enough for the day.
I give up. Back to the grind. Save your social experiments for after hours.
Can't say I didn't try.
You try too much. Here's to numbing agents and autopilot.
And another episode of Sales Survival Gone to Hell. Classic.
Dreaming of real-world productivity now. Maybe next week.
Rodney, what unholy pact did you make to get our Ruby on Rails application running?
Do you know what lawyer code is? Because I don't even.
He's on Rails and we're off the track. Typical.
Can't we ask ChatGPT? I saw a thing about it on Joe Rogan.
This is serious, Brian. Rodney, explain those licenses before we all end up as a cautionary tale on some legal drama.
Well, imagine a shady alley deal. Now throw in a black market kidney seller.
So our licenses are as legit as a Vegas wedding chapel. Got it.
What if we just, roll the dice and see if anyone notices? Worked for my term papers.
So essentially, we're one license away from being a Netflix docuseries scandal. Wonderful.
If we get caught, I'm calling dibs on not getting the cell with the toilet facing the security camera.
Well, if we end up in prison, at least we'll save on office snacks.
Or we could just fix this mess. Like, immediately. Rodney, find a legitimate source.
Sure, I'll cut and paste from my favorite ambiguously legal open source forum.
It's like you want me to have an aneurysm. Just do it right, please.
We could just start from scratch. Clean slate. And by that, I mean fire the dev team.
Great idea, Brian. Let's make sure we can't even make a Hello World app.
Hey, at least we're not in Bitcoin. That's a whole other dig up the backyard for your password mess.
I swear, sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed in tax law.
Come on, Where's your sense of adventure? This is way more fun than counting beans, unless those beans are laced with some LSD.
Hey, LSD is making a comeback in Silicon Valley. Maybe we should get in on that.
And turn our dev team into a bunch of hallucinating hippies? No thanks.
Couldn't be worse than what we've got now. At least the code would look pretty.
All right, enough. Fix it, legally, or so help me. I will rain down subpoenas like a 1-star Yelp review.
Let's fix this fast. I refuse to go down because of Brian's dice roll strategy.
Fine, no dice. But if this turns into a mess, I'm blaming ChatGPT.
Oh, of course, blame the AI, because that won't backfire when they take over the world.
Wonderful. A rogue dev, a clueless VP, and Melissa. You're the only thing keeping me from a complete meltdown.
And don't you forget it. Now get to work or I'll have to start drinking before noon. Again.
Ugh, why does my C key always stick like it's been through a syrup tsunami?
Maybe because you've been coding like a caveman, Rodney.
Hey, just because your keyboard's new doesn't mean it won't end up like this. Last week it was coffee, this week, who knows?
Stickier than my last coding review. And that was a dumpster on fire.
Rodney, emergency presentation. Client meeting in 15 minutes. Move it.
But I just finished digging myself out of the leak code apocalypse. Can I get a break?
Breaks are for quitters and junior devs we forgot to feed.
Haha! Guess that explains the smell in the break room.
All right, everyone, we need to rally. Penny, you handle the back end. Doris, be Doris.
Back end? Sure. Just know it's going to be spaghetti code minus the meatballs.
Wonderful. Another masterpiece to add to my gallery of disasters.
Just make it coherent enough to impress Melissa's breakfast without getting us all fired.
Clock's ticking, Rodney. This better be Michael Scott on steroids.
Penny, how's it going over there? Your code is looking more verbose than a lawyer's convention.
This thing is a dumpster fire. But hey, it hasn't melted the monitor yet. Progress?
All hail the Queen of Chaos. Let's celebrate mediocrity.
All right, everyone. 5 minutes left, and this thing still looks like a crime scene.
Working on it, Captain. This code explosion should be contained any minute now. Was that the server? I thought I disabled the time bomb.
3 minutes, team. Impress me, or you'll be decorating the break room with your resumes.
Presentation ready. Time to stick the landing. Everyone gather around.
Start impressing, Rodney. Consider this your final boss fight.
Thank you, Melissa. Today I'll present the result of our latest project, Ice Cream Dreams. Doris, cue the live footage of my daughter at the park.
Hit it, Doris. This is your Disney princess moment.
As you can see, while my daughter enjoys her playtime, our code keeps the data flowing smoothly. This is the essence of work-life balance.
Well, you pulled it off. Impressive, Rodney. Did you include a self-destruct just for Penny?
Haha, don't tempt me.
Thank you, Melissa. Now let's just hope the server doesn't implode. Again.
Speaking of implosions, the meaning of life really is just CTRL-Alt-Del, isn't it?
And there we have it. Great job, everyone. Let's just not dwell on the bugs hiding below the surface, okay?
Haha! Amen to that. Here's to surviving another day without pulling an all-nighter.
Cheers to mediocrity, chaos, and the occasional successful presentation.
So, Melissa, care to explain why we braved the hellscape of rush hour traffic just to join 4-hour virtual meetings with a team we could interact with from the sanctuary of our homes?
It's enriching, Andrew. It improves teamwork, as opposed to working remote.
Wow, nothing brings a team together like staring at each other through screens while slowly dying inside.
Melissa, do you really think this is productive? I've had enough coffee to power a small city, but even I can't fake enthusiasm for another 4 hours of pixelated faces and lagging audio.
Enriching? If you say so, Melissa, but my soul just died on the freeway.
Team spirit, Andrew. Team spirit.
Yeah, my spirit's definitely in high spirits, buried 6 feet under.
I swear, my caffeine intake is about to give me X-ray vision, and it's still not enough to make this palatable.
My data shows a 99% chance of me losing my sanity if we keep this up.
Come on, everyone. Positive attitudes. Let's impress Montreal today.
Positive? I'm so positive this meeting will make me consider spontaneous combusting.
Seriously, Melissa, we could have done this in our pajamas at home. Why torture us with real pants?
Real pants, horrible coffee, and the same pointless meeting. My career is a Ubisoft glitch.
Look, it's just for today. We'll get through this and be better for it.
Ah, yes, like surviving a zombie apocalypse makes you a better conversationalist.
At least a zombie apocalypse would be energetic. This is like watching a snail run a marathon.
Except only we're the snails being forced to dance for this.
Okay, starting the meeting now. Everyone, smiles.
Smiling, grinning, bearing it, want to jump out a window.
Alright, Montreal, can you hear us?
They can't even hear us. Divine intervention, maybe?
I think God's telling us to give up on this one.
I'd hug God if I wasn't an atheist right now.
I'm pressing the buttons. Can you hear me now?
Sure, Verizon.
The suspense is killing me more than my caffeine-induced heart palpitations.
And we're just answering emails while Melissa thinks this is teamwork. Classic.
Who had audio hell on their meeting bingo card?
2 minutes delay, must be some kind of futuristic horror movie.
Everyone, stay positive. Trying to salvage this.
Your enthusiasm is dying faster than my will to live, Melissa.
I will trade someone the last jelly donut to end this early.
Oh my god, jelly donuts. Silver lining.
Guess we'll regroup tomorrow.
Great idea, Melissa. Let's waste another day in traffic just to experience this all over again.
Can't wait. Maybe next time we can have a dance-off with the lag.
Hey, at least we get donuts, right?
Well team, congrats. We've reached a new milestone of suck. The web app is dead, and our only lifeline got laid off last week because clearly, foresight is overrated.
What a brilliant decision. Let's fire the only guy who knew what the hell he was doing. Genius, pure genius.
Is it too late to turn this server room into a cryogenics lab? Freeze us until someone competent is hired?
Clearly the problem lies in the fractal algorithms of our server configuration, which, for lack of a better term, is utterly foobar.
Don't worry team, I'm sure our shareholders will understand. We fired the guy who could help as a visionary strategy.
Maybe we should pivot to blockchain. Isn't that what every failed startup does? I hear it's like magic fairy dust for incompetence.
Or we can just change our name to something cool. How about Facepalm Inc?
Brilliant, Doris. We can rebrand and act like it's all part of the master plan.
We could also dive into the quantum entanglement of our data structures, but the answer would likely be the same. It's a dumpster fire.
Wonderful. So we've established that we're collectively screwed. Any actual solutions or just more snarky comments?
I vote for a ceremonial dance around the server racks. Maybe it'll summon the ghost of competence past.
Be sure to bring a Ouija board. We might contact someone from the afterlife more qualified than us.
We can optimize the dance steps based on harmonic motion theory, increasing our chances by 0.0001%.
Fantastic input, Andrew. I see we've all maxed out our sarcasm meters.
Maybe if we disconnect, reboot, and pray to the tech gods, we'll get lucky.
If only divine intervention came with a manual.
Or we could baseline the problem, isolate the nodes, and reformulate. Of course, the probability of success falls between slim and none.
Speaking of divine intervention, I have some good news. Legal says we can use the layoff budget to buy a fancy new coffee machine.
Oh great, because that's what we need. More caffeine to fuel our despair.
Perfect. We'll be caffeinated and still screwed.
A caffeine boost is precisely the stimulus required for effective organic computational optimization, or more chaotic jittering.
Good, let's put that jittering to work. Who knows, we might accidentally fix something.
On it, boss. I'll jitter my way through every log until the servers cry for mercy.
Well, that's settled. When in doubt, caffeinate and pray for a miracle.
A sound strategy if you enjoy gambling with metaphysics.
All right team, back to the grindstone. Remember, mediocrity is just a few caffeine hits away from brilliance.